Hello, I'm Christopher from the Ann Arbor District Library in Michigan, and today we're growing basil. Now, I've long wanted to have my own indoor year-round herb garden, but this will also be useful for people who don't have a lot of gardening space. We're planting basil, as I said, and we're going to see how it goes. This year, instead of using my own compost, which was full of seeds, I'm using a seed starter. I hope that will be a little easier to weed once things start sprouting. It's also cold in my basement. It's just about 50 degrees, so that's not a lot of heat for the seeds to sprout. I'm hoping between the dome that I'm using and my LED light that there'll be enough heat to keep things warm. I am using this LED light, and I've done a lot of research and gotten pretty confused over what I need and what is extra. But I hope this light is going to do the trick for me. And as I said earlier, it will provide a little bit of heat. Finally, I'm using this dome, and I'm going to take the dome off after my seeds sprout. So today is January 23rd, and we're going to check back in and see how things go after my seeds sprout. So let's get the lights on. It's now March 3rd, and I'm a little disappointed with how my seeds have been growing, and I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. One thing I noticed is that the seed starter I'm using is really fluffy and dry, and I think I'm going to go back to my own compost after all. At least it takes the water much better. Also, the fan on my grow light tends to dry up the soil a little bit. And as I mentioned, there is a little bit of heat, which is a good thing, coming from the light. One thing I've done in the past 2 months while I've been waiting for things to grow is I built a cage around my seeds. This way I can line the walls with a reflective material, and that'll capture more light. It'll also keep my cat out of my plants, which is crucial. So there's a lot more I have to experiment with. I may change the height of the light. I know not to leave the light on all the time, and with basil, I'm trying to leave it on between 12 and 14 hours a day, but there's still more work to be done. If every experiment turned out right the first time, it would be a pretty boring time gardening. So stay tuned for more.